Hey. Oh, Chachi, I'll come back. Don't worry. Just 1 second. I just read a quote from Mark Twain, and it said, "I'm an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened." I like that one. I like this one too. I actually think I'm gonna go for a coffee. Maybe I'll bring the camera along and get an exterior of the cafe that I frequent a lot, actually. Here's my cafe, JJB. It is a really good vibe in there, and I enjoy having my goals, and it just tastes really good. I have it's all shaded in the summertime during the heat, and it's on a cool little part of Vancouver, old Italian neighborhood. Speak, 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 speak. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Look at it. Yes, Chachi. Okay, drop, drop, drop. Hey, hey, where's your ball? Sit, 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 sit. Down. Sit. I know I'm fortunate to be living in the beautiful city of Vancouver. This is actually a park that is about a 5-minute walk from where we live. And I know the camera from my phone is not going to really give like a real close-up, but that mountain back there, from my eye, it looks like it got a fresh dusting of snow last night, so there's a little bit of a dust on the trees up there. It looks really pretty. That's Grouse Mountain. In the center of there's 3 mountains here on the North Shore that people ski on and hike and stuff like that. And that's the one that probably is the biggest tourist attraction. But here's a man-made beach. I think it's this little lake. It's called Trout Lake Park. Anyway, it's a great spot. I'm with Cha-Cha. She's sitting on my lap, which is where she prefers to sit when I'm on a bench. Sit. Really enjoying that. I only got a few days left from my the library just emailed me. Somebody's waiting for it. I tried to renew it, but don't think I'm going to be able to finish it. I hope I can. Gotta plug away. I'm feeling lazy today. I just got back. It's a beautiful day in Vancouver. Just got back from the park walking my dog, and I'm going to start to get into my sculpture. That's what I find about when you're doing this kind of work sometimes. You got to be in the right mindset, and it's not just like you can turn it on. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a different animal sometimes, just like a little bit of the creative work. But, you know, wisdom tells us you start plugging away and things will get done. So another thing is about the nice weather. It's kind of, you know, of course we have a beautiful spring here in Vancouver, and we love when the weather comes. But I'm a bit sad because, you know, this turtleneck turned into my work shirt all winter and fall and spring here, and I'm going to be sad to not wear it. I've basically been wearing it every day on my job site, so I'll be sad when I have to put it away for the summer in a certain way, but yeah.
Oh, hey Jim.
Hello.
Looks like you got a baseball game tonight.
I don't know.
Practice?
Yeah.
Have fun.
Okay.
Well, there's the first rough sand of the ball. Not bad. Pretty close. Yeah, it's definitely not perfect, but perfect is not what we're going for. I thought we had already discussed that, which brings me to a Yogi Berra quote, the great catcher for the New York Yankees. And one of his yogisms was, if the world were perfect, it wouldn't be. So I just showed a little bit of the sanding process. I gotta make some decisions kind of creatively how I'm going to attach this and what I'm gonna do. And most likely that's not gonna be on camera. I gotta kind of focus in on that, and I don't know how to show that, and it'll kind of hinder my process if I'm thinking about filming. This is all new to me. I'm just winging it as I go. So, but that's not too bad. I don't mind that. That's kind of cool. And I don't know how I'm going to make my seams yet. That's going to be another thing. And then I do have an idea with this ball, and I might just wait to show you guys on camera when I start to do what I'm going to do there. So rather than just talk about it. So. Right away, my heart feel good. You deserve. My God, I wish I could be listening to music right now. I just don't know what the deal is again with the copyright. I'm looking into the camera right now and I see a glare on this ball. There's a sun kind of in behind us, but I'm going with it. I don't have time or to be perfect with the camera. I mentioned, I think on the last video there last night, that I think it's only my nephews and mother watching these videos. Oh, and the Ewan next door, he just told me that he subscribed. That's hilarious. But yeah, my oldest nephew right now is graduating his university at a Dalhousie University in Halifax, and he'll be moving on to study optometry in a school out of Boston, which they live nearby. My sister lives in Portland, Maine. So, but yeah, Ben, my oldest nephew, he said he's been enjoying watching me do this. So it's kind of cool to be able to connect that way. I just decided on my plan, but I want to get into the habit maybe when I don't know how I'm going to do these videos over time, but not explaining everything. I don't think that's what I want to do. You know, and that way if something goes wrong, there's too much talk, I have a tendency maybe to ramble on a little bit. So I'm just going to try to do and kind of see what happens over time, you know. one of my mentoring carpenters, he told me one time that he just shows up in the morning and puts on a good pair of safety glasses and just leaves them on all day. And then they're always there because there's so many different things. Like even this, most people are probably not gonna, but just a little splinter gets in your eye. It is not worth it, folks, at all. Yeah, I mentioned Ben, my oldest nephew. He has two brothers. One of them just finished his second year at the University of Maine, Black Bears. And Will is his name, and he is studying biomedical engineering, if I do remember. And then Campbell, the youngest brother, will be graduating high school this year. Campbell just got back from Minnesota, where he competed in the under 18 Tier 2 U.S. National Hockey Championships. Campbell was on the team from Maine that I think won the New England district. I think they got enough room in there. I got a ladder set up.
How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you tonight? My back is feeling better. Yeah. It was a rough go.
What are you making?
I'm making a baseball glove, right? This is going to be the ball, and it's going to be a trophy for a Little League championship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and I'm actually filming. I'm doing a YouTube channel on this.
So what is your channel anyway?
My channel's name is Cowlick Combs. Cowlick Combs, yeah. And I think this will be the 5th video tonight.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got some new subscribers, folks. Right, that's how I do it. Right, just in the back alleys. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Those are my neighbors at the bottom of the hill. He's a great guy. They're a great couple, actually. So where was I? Campbell. Yeah, Campbell represented Maine. Campbell just finished his high school hockey career, and he is, I think he finished 3rd in the state in scoring, but, we're biased, and we know that Campbell probably the best player in the state, or in that high school league. He'll probably get mad at me for saying that. But no, my sister, her boys, they've done very well. They played high school hockey at a high school named Edward Little. They were all the team captain. They were all captains, very different kind of guys, very different kind of players. And they were all coached by the same guy, a guy named Norm. And Norm, I think, is the all-time winningest coach in high school, U.S. high school hockey history. I could be wrong about that. Maybe he's 2nd or something like that, but I think it's like 800 wins or something like that. He's been doing it for a very long time. I've actually had the honor of speaking to him on the telephone. I called him up one time just to get some insight on his, how he prepared young people for the world. Not necessarily about coaching hockey. I'm not a hockey coach. But just, his philosophies on preparing young men for the world. And I'll be talking to him again shortly. So that's another thing that could happen in the future. Maybe I can have some conversations with some coaches and other mentoring sorts, and maybe they can give some insight on how they feel it's best to prepare some young people for the world, which is a major interest of mine, of course. And then my younger sister has 2 children, and maybe I'll talk about them on a different video at a different time. And they are equally as wonderful as the 3 boys that I just mentioned. And you know, since I was on the topic of Campbell, the young hockey player, he's actually preparing to potentially play some. Well, he's preparing for his high school baseball season now. He's a lefty, and he pitches, and I think he plays center field. And I live so far away, I just haven't been able to watch my nephews, and I got one niece, Abby. I haven't been able to watch them much play sports, and it's kind of too bad, you know. I really would love to. But yeah, Campbell, I think there's talk of him going and playing some college ball in the States. I think he's going baseball. I think that's his choice. What do you think? I got some ideas brewing. And anybody that knows me well knows that I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan. And one thing Bob Dylan taught me as an artist was to kind of keep your ideas inside. He's like, the more you talk about it and unveil that, it kind of takes something away from your creative process. And it's best to just kind of do and then show. And I took that to heart. And there was a time where I would be talking too much, and I still probably do. But it's best to just get at it. And as I mentioned in one video, one of the Shakespeare quotes that I really like, action is eloquence. So less talk, more action. Actions speak louder than words. I'm sure every culture and language has their own version of something along those lines. Yeah, if anybody knows Bob Dylan, can you please give him a call and let him know that I want to be listening to his music when I make these videos without getting penalized, and see if he's okay with that? I like it. I think it's cool. I just hope that the Little League organization that I'll be delivering this trophy to thinks the same as me. Because let's be honest, it's pretty big. I've you know, when I moved to Vancouver in 2007, I had a studio. I would say 2008, maybe late 2008 or something was my first little, and it was similar to this. It was like it was a garage, a little shed in the back of a home that opens up onto a laneway on the back alley kind of thing. And it's been that way for me for my whole Vancouver life. I've had that one. I moved over to Main Street, so I've had two. I've had three. So this is kind of my fourth one. And so my experience is, oh, I can hear tomorrow's garbage day. Howdy! There's one of my girls in the back. Ni hao.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you.
So, where was I? Right, so I've had four studio spaces in different areas of Vancouver, kind of from west to east, and they've always been on a laneway. So the world that I get is oftentimes very different than what other people may be getting, their Vancouver experience. Like, for example, I used to know the names of the people that were collecting the bottles. Like, tomorrow's recycling day and garbage day, and we have a lot of people that go around and just pick up the recyclables, and it keeps them busy and they like it. And so I'm very friendly with them. I'll save it for certain people, and so I always have good conversations with people. I get the I don't know, it just feels kind of real back here, you know. It feels a little bit different, and I really enjoy kind of being part of neighborhoods. And one of the proudest things that has been said to me on you know, I could say three of my sites, this one and then the two previous to this, was, and it was all said by neighbors, and they just said that I make their the back feel safe. You know, there's a presence back here, the door's open, there's a light coming. So with all that's going on in our city of Vancouver, the many beautiful things that we have, there's also see you later. There's also obviously some negative things going on too, right? And there's some, you know, there's crime and danger and all that stuff. So it was I felt very proud when these couple of people, Sharon and I forget the name of the other lady, and then actually it's just one of my neighbors here also said it. And they just say I bring a safety back here, and that kind of made me feel proud. So I actually appreciated that. My neighbors are all so amazing. I do try to, you know, I always keep my place clean. I don't, of course I'm making some noise sometimes, and I'm sure I'm annoying some people, but I really try to do it very minimally, or I'll close my door or something. But if I do some sanding outside, I did some sanding outside today in the sunshine. I told you guys I do it when it's raining, but sometimes I have to do it. But you know, I have great neighbors. It's I'm always part of the scene, and it's been a very special experience for me over the years. I've met just unbelievable people. Very interesting people stop by. I get really a lot of amazing positive comments. of certain pieces that I'm making. Like, people stop and they look and they just appreciate what I'm doing, and it just, you know, anybody's gonna feel good when they're given a compliment. I think Abraham Lincoln said that. He said something like that. Everybody likes a compliment. So, just, you know, the studio is a very it's a very special concept, really. You know, like a person's studio. It's very special to me. It's like a, you know, it's not a workshop. It is in a way, but a studio, like, say, some days I'm out here just reading, listening to music, doing some exercises, just getting outside, just, you know, not really doing anything. And but that stuff is all productive as well, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I like my alone time out here. Like, most of the time I'm out here, I need to be on my own. It's my studio, I'm doing my creative process. But, you know, I've been thinking about the studio concept for years now and what it really is. There's Johnny, how you doing?
Good, long time no see.
You can make a turn
yeah,
on
I
there.
can do it.
Yeah, long time no see. I have had a back injury. It's been,
Sorry.
yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I get the pitch nerves once in a while,
Yeah.
but the ball rolling helps.
Oh, yeah.
Hits the wall.
Right on. Yeah, somebody just took our
That's okay.
our selection here, man.
That's okay. But good to see you.
We'll talk soon.
Yeah, when I go for walks and stuff, when the weather gets warmer.
Yep.
My mom says hi.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Okay,
Good
thank
luck
you.
with your collection tonight.
Thank you.
Johnny. And then there's guys like Johnny. You know, he helps his mom collect and stuff like that. And you know, he has pretty good insight on some things. He's been in the neighborhood his whole life, Vancouver. He's seen things change. So I learn a lot, and you know, I've always been I come from a very working class, blue collar upbringing. So those are the people I generally gravitate to. I like those kind of conversations. Well, isn't that just gonna be cool, man? Wait until you see what I got lined up here, folks. You're gonna have to wait until next time. I think this video is gonna be long. It's okay. I've done a couple of cafe spaces before, and they're all encompassing. One in Vancouver, one in Japan, just last year, which was an unbelievable experience. But the mentoring aspect is something that I'm working on, and it took me a long time to just decide on the word mentoring. I began by taking like some counseling courses, but I was a bit turned off by certain aspects of what was being taught and how it was being done. And you know, I kept that to myself for a long time, and it was just recently that I discovered some people in the counseling field that were having the same concerns about kind of like some ideological teachings that were happening within the classroom. So I decided on mentoring, and I decided that the accreditation was not going to be the most important, and that was a long process. I spoke to a lot of people. I was thinking of doing like master's programs, going through the education system with students and stuff like that, but it's after many discussions and, you know, trusting my own instinct, I try to make it happen organically and have the right people come to me that are interested in what kind of service I can provide.
and it'll be ongoing and all learning, and you know, it's a lot of hands-on stuff. You know, preparing young people for the world. Like I said, I don't pretend to have all the answers, but I can help young people that have some similar interests of me and maybe some similar experience. And that's all I can do.